What's up, everybody? I've been meaning to do this video. It's your boy Cuffield here, and today we're going to talk about something kind of important. Um, Lineman College, Lineman School, specifically Northwest Lineman College. I can't really speak too much about any other ones because I haven't went there, but I did attend and graduate Northwest Lineman College. I wanted to make this video to, uh-oh, there it is. There we go, got me. Alright, so I wanted to make this video to inform some of the people that's thinking about going to school. First and foremost, I'll start off by saying it's an amazing school. It's a great school. You learn a lot. You do a lot. It is hands-on to the max. Hands-on is an understatement. You learn how to do everything, whether it's changing side stacks, hooking up transformers, and I mean changing side stacks up there. Like it's you really do the job, you know. Sagging conductors, URDs, I hate those. No, not URD, dead ends. I hate dead ends. But yeah, underground stuff. You do a lot of stuff. So it's a great school. This is not a diss video to them or anything like that. This is just on a consumer side, kind of a big brother approach on the younger guys or older guys, people who thinking about getting into this. First things first, I want to talk about cost. That is a huge one. This school costs 3 arms and 4 legs. So if you only got 2 arms, then you can't afford it. They go through funding through Sally Mae and another one, and the other one that they go through is kind of hard to approve. I didn't get approved for it. You might have better luck if you have a co-signer, but I'm a grown man with a kid, so that was an option for me. So I had to do it on my own. I went through the Sally Mae, and just you could stop this video right here. Don't ever get a loan with these guys. Like, don't do it. Like, it's just, don't do it. I'm gonna get into that later on in the video. But anyway, so I want to break down the cost. So if you don't do anything extra, base tuition starts off, I believe, around $18,000 with your tools. Then they have something called Smart Grid. Then they have a NCCCO certification course for swing cab and fixed cab crane. And then they have a refresher course for math. If you just been out of school a long time, you need to get caught up on the math because there is a lot of math with these ohms and all this stuff. There is some math in it. The Smart Grid isn't really a certificate. It's more of something to say like, hey, I got Smart Grid. The NCCO crane thing is an actual thing. Like, you could go get a job with that. So I mean, if you want to get that, cool. But if you want to be a lineman, right now I'm gonna just tell you to opt out all extracurricular activities. In this field, this is the field is amazing. The benefits, the money, it's the stuff they do is crazy. In this field, if they want you to become a pilot, they're gonna pay for it. If they say, hey, I need you to learn how to fly this spaceship, your company that you get with will put you through whatever you need. Trust me. You get in these companies with the bare minimum, and then they'll turn you into whatever you need to be. So don't worry about extra stuff. I thought, it'd look good on my resume, blah blah blah. No, if you got a good work ethic, a good attitude, don't worry about anything extra. A company, for the most part, if you work with a good company and they need you for any other thing besides of what you're designated to do, they will get you training for it, paid training. So opt out of that and you'll save money right there. I went to the Oroville campus, so that's the one in California. Cost of living, it wasn't too bad. They have something called Oroville Inn. I wouldn't recommend it with the COVID times and everything. Guys are staying complaining about Wi-Fi. They were going back and forth from the school because you're not allowed to go to school like right now. In the COVID times, you're not allowed to do it in the classroom. So the Oroville guys at the end, they didn't seem like their quality of life was the same. There's plenty of homes to rent everywhere. Like I rent from a lady called Cam. She was a sweetheart. House was great. Wi-Fi was on point. Super duper amazing lady. Um, yeah, so just rent a house if you go, but you probably won't go after what I tell you. But anyway, so yeah, my experience was good. The total cost was about I would say with the crane certification and everything and the cost of living, it was about $27,000. $27,000. And to me, it was not worth it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, the school is great. The school, the staff was amazing. The ladies in the office are great. They're there to help you. But let me tell you, when I tell you my heart broke, it broke. I get out of school. I'll go down to my local union like I'm supposed to, sign the books. And the guy comes out and he's like, okay, where's my military guys? And where's my school guys? Anybody else is waiting in line. So I felt good, you know. Me and the military guys, we walking up, you know. Another guy went to school and I'm asking him, like, yo, what school you went to? He was like, oh, I went to LA Trade Tech. I said, oh, okay. Isn't that one hard to get into? He's like, people think it is, but it's not as hard as people think. You just got to do these little prereqs, take these 2 classes, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, they don't teach you how to climb over there though, right? He's like, yeah, we learn how to climb. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all don't work with no transformers and stuff though, right? Like, you know, like y'all, yeah, we work with transformers and shit too. I'm like, at this point, I'm getting scared. Like, how much that cost you? He's like, oh, about 2,500. Bruh, if y'all could have seen the look on my face, it was like an explosion in my head. I'm like, I know this guy didn't just say he had the same exact education as me, in the same bracket and tier as me on the books, and he paid 2,500. Now, do I think LA Skills Center prepares you like Northwest Lineman College does? Hell no. I take pride in the education I got at Northwest Lineman College. I know for a fact if you put me next to another guy who's fresh out of that kind of school or no school, I'm going to run circles around him for sure. Rather it's climbing standards, rather it's hooking up a transformer, rather it's general, just, you know, anything, high test scores and everything. Like, it's a good curriculum. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But if your mom is not rich and your dad is not rich or you're not military or anything, this school is not for you. That price is not for you. I'm sorry. I don't want to break down your dreams, but it's not for you. But don't worry. You don't need to go to school. When I got out of school, I figured out all you need is a commercial driver's license, and that's it. You don't need school. A lot of companies don't care for school. Now, there's some big municipalities, they require not school per se, but they have a set of requirements that you must fit in. Like, you either have to be in the field for a year, or you have to go through an approved apprenticeship program, or you have to go through approved school, or you have to, you know, so for you to get into something like, let's say, Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, you don't need to go to school, but you would have to have like a year under your belt or a certain amount of hours of work, actual work in the field. But you do not need to go to school to become a lineman. I want to put that out right now. You do not need to go to school to become a lineman. All you need is a commercial driver's license, and that's it. You can sign the books. Yes, you'll be on book 4, I think it is, which is, it sucks, but I'm on book 3 and I haven't got a call yet. And I've been out of school since November, so 4 months, which is nothing. I got a couple guys that was in my group that has jobs. I haven't looked very hard. I already have a trucking company, and I'm helping running another trucking company. So this thing wasn't really for money for me. It was I was just sitting down on my butt. COVID had just hit. I was sad, depressed, and yeah, I just wanted something to do. So I'm definitely not gonna let it go to waste. But right now, I'm gonna give you the speech that they give you at the end. And okay, so just imagine you go through all of that every morning. Who wants to be a lineman? I do. You do all these little chants. You just get this pride, right? And towards the end, they get a little more realistic with you, and they say, "Hey, man, if you get a cable job, just take it. If you get a tree trimming job, just take it. 16, 17 an hour, 18 an hour, just take it just to get your foot in the door, man. Mind you, they've been talking about salaries all fucking term. I'm talking about, I made $252,000, I was my best, or I remember one time I made $6,000 in 1 week, and out on Storm. They talking about money. Oh, buy a Duramax cash, go right to the Duramax store, buy it cash, all this money they talk about. You're not touching half of that shit until you're in the field at least 4 years. That's not for you. That's something to look forward to, yes, but don't get it twisted. Don't think you about to go spend this $20,000 and it's a good investment. They try to spin it off like it's a very good investment. It is not a good investment. It is not a good investment. I'm just say that. It's not. They spend it like, this $20,000 is a small price to pay, take care of your family. Sure, if it feels mandatory, but it's not mandatory. And sure, it makes you look okay, but I already had a Class A. I could have went right. There's a kid, it could have been a kid that went to school with a Class A, with no Class A, and then it could have been me with a Class A and no school. They would have picked me. 100%. I would have got the job over the next guy. For the most part. But don't go to the school unless you got the funds. Let me just give you guys an example. There's a lot of young kids there. I'm already 27, so I went in as a grown man, so I already know a little bit about finances and interest rates. The loan that you get approved for from Sallie Mae, I'm getting charged $238 a month on interest. Just from the time I was in school, just the time from August to November, I racked up about $1,000. Or I'm sorry, August to January, I racked up over $1,000 in interest. Just that quick. I've paid, which means and mind you, the minimum payment is $25 while you're in school, but you're getting interest of $200 and some dollars. That was me at 13%. Some people get higher, some get lower, but me at 13%, that's what it was, $230 a month interest. So that means once the payment releases, I'm gonna be paying about $400 a month. It's not worth it, guys. Don't do it. Stay away from Sallie Mae. Stay away from that loan. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. It was a good school. It's just not worth the money. You do not have to go to lineman school to become a lineman. Just get out there, sign the books, find a contracting company, and call it a day, and that's it. If you got any questions, hit me up on Instagram at Cuffyo. Hit me up here. I'm here to answer any questions. And yeah.
It's fucking Cuff, yo. But I thought you knew that. Getting straight down to business, about to skip the chit chat. Walked in the club trying to get a bitch or two. When it comes to lying, man, you haters are habitual.